Hey guys, Jack Boyles here. I'm going to do a little video on how to adjust the headlights on a 2004 Toyota Sienna. This is probably useful for other models as well. As you can see, this is my headlights after I've adjusted them, or after they've been adjusted. And there's an internal electronic control that you can move that rotates the beam up and down. If you notice, you see that beam, it's going up and it's going down. Well, inside the vehicle on the left side, I'll add a little light here, there's this little control, and it's got numbers 0 to 5. And at 0, it raises the beam all the way up, as high as it'll go. You drop it down to number 5, and it lowers it. So this is number 5 setting, and then I raise it up to 0, and that's to your effect. So 5, the high setting, lowers it, which seems just opposite of what it should be. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So you can see the headlight beam coming up and down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop the pop the hood, and I'm going to show you how to actually adjust the headlights. Because what happened is this light on the left side was a lot lower, and I wanted to raise it up. It was even much lower than on the highest setting for the electronic control. It was actually, this beam was down here, and at night when we were driving, we could barely see 15 feet in front of us. So I adjusted the headlight, and now I've got the maximum setting. That's the maximum height for the light. So I'm going to pop the hood, and I'm going to show you how to adjust them. Alright, so here, of course this is at night, I've got the hood popped, and I'm going to come over here. If you can see this, this is right headlights, and inside of here you see this little bolt looking thing, or nut, flathead bolt with the teeth, these little, if I can get this light to sit here for a second. Oops. It's a very simple thing, but I don't have enough hands. There we go. So this thing right here, so what you do is counterclockwise will raise the light. I had to think about it for a second. Clockwise, turning it clockwise, lowers the headlight. Okay, so counterclockwise raises it, clockwise lowers it. Now the trick with this thing is you have to turn it like 10 turns to get it to move, an inch or two up. So I actually backed this out. I actually turned it counterclockwise about 20 turns to get it where I wanted it. Okay, now on the other side is a little more tricky, because I'll show you, that's all the space you have to work with. Okay, right there's the end of the bolt that you need to adjust. Over here on the left side, you had all this compartment, all this room to get your screwdriver in. Now over here, what I did, let me see if I can get this. Yeah, I can get the light sitting there. I just used a pair of needle nose pliers, and very carefully, if you can see this, I just grabbed the end of that little nut and turned it. and it was small. I had to do small turns. It took me a while to get the adjustment like I wanted it, but otherwise, if you didn't use the needle nose, and I know that's not the proper way to do it, you have to take the fuse box here, you have to move that, or actually I guess you don't have to move it. What you could do is undo the light assembly, take these bolts off, and the whole entire headlight will slide out, and then you can take this right here, this piece will turn. Let's see if I can turn it. It actually turns counterclockwise. See how it's come loose right there? And with the headlight assembly loose, you can pull this out and then adjust it manually, and then put it back in. To me, that was a whole lot more trouble than I wanted to go through, and I may have kind of burrowed up the ends. Let's see if I can get my light over here. End of that little bolt a little bit, but it's okay. It looks like a little plastic piece. So very simple process. It took me a while. I looked on the internet and I could never find how to adjust these headlights. So now, once I got them adjusted, I'll show you again what it looks like from the vehicle. Alright, so back in the vehicle, headlights on. That's my high beams, and you can see my right beam is still just a little bit higher than the left, and I'm actually okay with that, with it being on the right side of the road. Using electronic control on this vehicle, if I want to lower them down a little bit, I can do that. If I want to raise them up, I can do that. So now I'm going to pull out on the road and let you see the difference. Alright, so I've pulled out on the road in front of my house. This is in the number 5 setting on electronic lights. It's as low as the headlights will go now after the adjustment. So if I want to raise them up, I simply push that dial up to where it's resting on 0 now, and you can see I can look all the way down the road now. Got plenty of light. If there's, with them lowered, this is where it was at. And like I said, when we were driving down the road, the edge of that beam right there was about here. You know, it was 10 feet in front of the vehicle. Now this is probably a good 20-25 feet, and then raising it all the way up, which is where I'm going to be driving it at. I got clear vision down the road. I've checked it. It doesn't blind oncoming drivers. So a lot better view driving at night. And this is pretty much where I'll leave it. So got our bright lights, normal driving lights. So I hope this video helped out. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. I don't make a whole lot of videos, but I felt this one would be useful. I'm sure there's someone gonna be out on the internet looking for how to adjust these headlights like myself, and I made this video to help you out. So hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.